Hello everyone, and how are you doing today? My name is Mr. Oba, and I hope you are having a lovely day. We are still on energy, and of course we know that energy is the ability to do work. We've talked about the different forms of energy. We've talked about chemical energy, mechanical energy, light energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy. If you've not seen it, go and check the previous video. You will find it there. We've talked about these forms of energy, and we'll continue today. Today we'll talk about sound energy and its energy. So let's talk about sound energy. This is the energy that is made from the vibration of matter. Sound energy is the energy that is made from the vibration of matter. So we've got a bell. If you shake a bell back and forth, that's vibration. Shaking something back and forth is called vibration. So sound energy is the energy that is made from the vibration of matter. And the good thing is that sound is energy that we can hear. You can hear sound. So when there is any vibration of matter, you can hear it. So if I clap my hands, bam, can you hear it? Good. So that is sound that is being created. So sound is energy that we can hear. Sounds are created when something shakes back and forth, just like I said earlier, and that is what we call vibrations, and travel through the air as sound waves. So sound can travel through the air as sound waves. So if I clap my hands, you can hear that because the sound has traveled through the air as sound waves. So if I clap my hands, I can hear clearly because the sound has traveled from the source, which is my hand, to my ears. So sounds can travel through the air. We can see the illustration here. As we shake the bell back and forth, we can see that the sound is being created, and these sounds travel to our ears and we can hear them. So examples of sounds that are created and that we can hear is when someone is playing the drum set. When someone is playing the drum set, the sound is being created from the drums and we can hear clearly. Also, a good example is listening to music. When you're listening to music, you're listening to sounds that have been created and you can hear them clearly. Also, when someone is playing the guitar, when someone is playing the strings of the guitar, so the person is creating sound and you can hear clearly. So that is that about sound energy. Sound energy is the energy that we can hear, and this energy are created from the shaking back and forth of something. Okay, so let's go to its energy. Its energy is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms. Its energy is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms. And we are going to do an exercise today. Let us rub our palms together. Rub your palms together. Rub it. Rub it. Now place your palms on your cheeks. Can you feel the warmth? Yes, you just created it. You've just created its energy. So its energy is the result of the movement of tiny particles called atoms. And its energy on Earth comes from the sun. When the sun is really shining and you go out, you can feel the heat from the sun. However, there are other sources of heat energy, and a good example is burning fuels. So a good example of burning fuels is your firewood. When you put your firewood together and you light it up, you can feel the warmth that comes from the fire burning on the wood. So that is a good example of burning fuel. Also in your house, if you have like a gas cooker, these are also examples of burning fuels. Also, another source of heat energy is electricity. Appliances can be plugged to an electrical source, and these appliances, when plugged to an electrical source, can emit heat. A good example is the iron. When the iron is plugged to an electrical source, it can emit heat that you can use to smoothen your clothes. Also, a good example is the toaster. When the toaster is plugged to an electrical source, it emits heat that you can use to toast your bread. So heat energy can be transferred from one object to another, and as we can see here, heat energy from the sun, you can use it to dry your clothes. When your clothes is wet, heat energy from the sun can dry the clothes. Also, heat energy from the burning gas can be used to cook food. Heat energy from firewood can be used to warm yourself when you're cold. Also, heat energy from the iron that is connected to an electrical source can be used to smoothen your clothes. Also, heat energy from the toaster that is connected to an electrical source can be used to toast your bread. So heat energy can be transferred from one object to another. That is that for today. We've talked about sound energy and we've talked about heat energy. Thank you for joining us again today. Hope to see you some other time. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.